Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your bro, hope you're doing well, and in this video I'm going to discuss switch statements in JavaScript, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Alright guys and gals, we're talking about switches today. A switch is a statement that evaluates a value or expression and matches that value or expression to many case clauses. It's more efficient than using many else-if statements. Here's an example. Let's say that we're going to compare a letter grade, like a letter grade that you would earn in school. So we have var grade, and I set this equal to F because I earned a lot of Fs in school. Now here's what not to do. Let's say we have a bunch of else-if statements. Depending on what our grade is, we'll display a custom message. If our grade is equal to an A, we'll display this message, you did great. If it's a B, you did good. If it's a C, you did okay. If it's a D, you did not do that well. If it's an F, you failed. Else will print grade is not a letter grade, so that means they're not using one of these symbols. Now, even though this program would work as intended, it's not that efficient to use a bunch of else-if statements consecutively. A few is fine, but you do not want to use a lot. If a pro programmer sees you do something like this, they will probably call you a noob. It would be much more efficient to use a switch statement instead. We can evaluate a value or the result of an expression to many case clauses, which is way more efficient than using a bunch of else-if statements. So let's write the same exact program, but use instead a switch statement. So let's get rid of all of this, but we will keep our variable grade. So to create a switch, we type switch, do not spell it like that, switch, then a set of parentheses, then we will list our value or expression within this set of parentheses. So we would like to examine our grade, and then add a set of curly braces for the body of our switch. Now we compare this value to a bunch of case clauses. The first case, let me just get the indentation right, is case, and then what do we want to compare our grade to? I'm going to compare our grade to A, then colon, and then we can follow with a block of code. So if our grade is equal to A, what do we want to do? So let's display the message, you did great. Now be sure to end each case with a break so that we can break out of the switch statement. So now we can move on to our next case. And I'm just going to add a few lines here. Okay, so case B. So if our grade is B, let's display a different message. You did good. And then be sure to break at the end. Okay, case C, case C, console.log, you did okay. Then break. Case D, console.log, you did not do that well. And then add a break at the end. Case F, console.log, you failed. And break. Okay, let's try it. Currently my grade is F, let's change it to A, and try it. You did great, let's change it to B. You did good. C, you did okay. D, you did not do that well. And lastly, F, you failed. Now, you can add a default at the end. So how this works is that if there are no matching cases, you will execute any code found underneath default. So let's display a message. Console.log, let's say grade is not a letter grade. So that means that somebody is not using A, B, C, D, F. Let's change our letter grade to maybe the word pizza. Now, since pizza does not match any cases, we will perform whatever code is found underneath this default clause. Pizza is not a letter grade. Now, the reason that we add break after each of these cases is so that we can break out of our switch. Let me show you what happens if we remove all of these break statements. Okay, so let's say that our letter grade is A. So basically, if we do not break, we're going to execute everything that comes after our matching case. We do not stop until we reach the end. In conclusion, a switch statement evaluates a single value or the result of an expression to many case clauses. If there are any matches, we will execute any code found underneath that case. And to exit the switch, you'll want to be sure to add this break statement. It's way more efficient to use a switch than a bunch of else-if statements. If you would like a copy of all this code, I will post this to the comments section down below. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up, and well, yeah, those are switch statements in JavaScript.